Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. What we are doing here is using the little bit of information knowledge that we learned in the beginning of week 2 to be able to identify rafa, the doer of an action, and nasab, the detail of an action, using examples from the Quran. So if I want to be able to identify the rafa, I'm looking for the sounds oo or una. This is the doer of an action. I'm trying to hear the sounds oo or una at the end of a word. Likewise, if I'm looking to identify a nasab or detail, then I'm looking to hear the sounds a or ina at the end of the word. So the 4 sounds that I have are oo or una, which are going to be pointing towards rafa, the doer of an action, and the other 2 sounds I have are a or ina, which are going to be pointing towards nasab, the detail of an action. So let's take a look at the first example. Because we haven't learned everything in Arabic, I've underlined the words that I want us to be focusing on. In the first ayah over here, قَدْ أَفْلَحَ الْمُؤْمِنُونَ, I want us to be focusing on al-mu'minuna. So al-mu'minuna are either the doer, they're doing an action, or they're the detail of an action. So for me to be able to identify either the doer, rafa, or detail, nasab, then what am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to be listening to the end of the word. Al-mu'minuna. Al-mu'minuna. Do I hear an una in the end? Yes, I do. I hear an una in the end, which is why I can identify that al-mu'minuna are the doer of some action that is happening. So al-mu'minuna is the status of al-mu'minuna is rafa. Example number 2. The second example, this is a part of an ayah. It says, وَإِذِ ابْتَلَى إِبْرَاهِيمَ رَبُّهُ. وَإِذِ ابْتَلَى إِبْرَاهِيمَ رَبُّهُ. So again, the 2 words that we're focusing on over here are Ibrahima and Rabbu. Ibrahima and Rabbu. So those are the 2 words we're focusing on. One of them is going to be the doer, rafa. The other one's going to be the detail, nasab. So there's an action that's happening, and I'm trying to identify who is the doer of this action and who is the action being done for or to. So Ibrahima, remember there were 4 sounds that I'm trying to hear out. Una, a, ina. So I see an a over here. I hear an a, Ibrahima, which is why I'm going to go like, okay, so this is nasab, the detail. And Rabbu. So I hear an oo in Rabbu, which is why I'm going to say this is rafa, the doer of the action. So وَإِذِ ابْتَلَى is like testing someone or tested. So وَإِذِ ابْتَلَى إِبْرَاهِيمَ رَبُّهُ. So someone is testing someone. Now in this particular example over here, Rabbuhu, Ibrahim's master, is testing Ibrahim. So that's the order, which is why you see why harakat are so important. You can't switch a oo with an a or an a with an oo. We can't switch them while we're reading them. We have to be so particular about pronouncing each and everything very accurately, because if I switch the oo and the a, it's going to change the meaning of the sentence altogether. Let's take a look at the next example. وَقَتَلَ دَاوُودَ جَالُوتَ. So the third example, وَقَتَلَ دَاوُودَ جَالُوتَ. So it looks like there's some qatl happening, a killing is happening. And then the question is, who is killing whom? So there's got to be a doer and there's got to be a detail. How do I identify doer and detail? I'm looking for the sounds in the end. U and una is going to identify the doer. Do I have an u over here? Yes, I do. So this is my arafa, the doer. So it looks like Dawood is killing or killed. Jaluta. Actually, this is killed. Qatala. Jaluta. So Jaluta, because of the a in the end, I know this is nasib, the detail. Again, over here, what the example number 3 would then be Dawood killed Jalut. And only if I mistakenly, when reading this out, I mix up the u and the a, this is going to just shuffle up everything. So I would be saying someone killed someone else, whereas it would actually have been the other way around. Which is why this stuff is a really big deal. This is the basic mechanics of the Arabic language. So let's take a look, let's go forward to the last example what we have. إنما يغشى الله من عباده العلماء. Again, the two words that I want you to be considering are Allah and ulama'u. The two words that we're considering are Allah, al-ulama'u. And what's happening, the action that's happening over here is of fear. Yaghsha. The action that's happening over here is fear. So we need to be able to identify who is fearing whom. Again, very important not to mix up the harakat when we're reading the Quran. So in order to identify who is doing the action and what word is the detail to the action, I've got to be hearing out for the sound that I hear in the end. Allah is identifying the nasib, the detail over here. Al-ulama'u that's identifying the rafa. So looks like the ulama are fearing Allah. The exact translation would be only the people of knowledge. It's only the people of knowledge. Only the people of knowledge among his slaves who truly fear Allah. So once again, mixing up the harakat would just mix up everything, which is why it's so important to be able to it's so important to pay attention to the harakat when reading the Quran. So this was something that we learned in the beginning of week 2. Let's continue our studies and dive into a little bit more of Arabic.